Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Bruce and today I want to take a look at the second iteration of Crew 2.0 on the Sandbox test server. If you're interested in more reviews and gameplay, go to YouTube and search for World of Tanks with Bruce to get all of my videos, or click on the subscribe button. And now let's go. Wargaming has released the second iteration of Crew 2.0 on the test server. As it is a test server, everything is still subject to change. However, it is time to take a look at the new features that will most likely enter the game in the near future. Okay, so let's check out what Wargaming actually changed during the second iteration of Crew 2.0 on the Sandbox test server, and let's just see the video that Wargaming announced.
Crew 2.0 was already tested on Sandbox earlier this year. Compared to the current crew, it had quite a lot of changes. The crew became an integral whole, but kept its individuality. Skills and perks were revised. Talents, instructors, and many other things were added. All these changes raised many questions from you.
Alright, so let me pause here real quick. First of all, if you have a question about how this all works, then feel free to check out the previous videos that I made on Crew 2.0. I made, I think, 3 videos until now. There are your regular skills and perks, then you will have talents, and we'll come to this in one of the next videos. And then you will have instructors that you can use to further boost your crew. And the crew progression, there's also one thing I would like to mention. Obviously, the important thing, like balancing wise for Wargaming, is that the difference between unexperienced crews, so for example a new player that has just started to play World of Tanks, and he or she only has a unexperienced crew, and then the difference to a player that has a very experienced crew must not be too huge, because otherwise it would be extremely hard and difficult for new players to catch up in the game. So this is super important, and this is what Wargaming improved during the second iteration, and we'll see if this is enough or whether there needs to be a further adjustment.
Grateful for your response. Now it's time to launch the second Sandbox for Crew 2.0 and tell you what changes we've added to the new iteration of testing based on your feedback. After the first Sandbox, there was plenty of feedback that the crew didn't get the experience of a 0 perk when converting it from the old crew to a new crew. We took that into account, and now 0 perks are considered when calculating experience.
Okay, now that is super nice. I think this used to be just a mistake by Wargaming. I don't know, I can't imagine that there was some intent behind this, but now this mistake is fixed, and your 0 perk crews will have the same experience than the other crews that you have leveled up.
After conversion, you'll receive the crew and instructors of the same mastery level. The skills and perks have been changed as well. We moved the effects of all skills and perks of the old crew to the new system and adjusted them so that the new crew is at the same level.
Okay, this is once again super nice. I will make a separate video about all the skills and perks, and also about all the talents, and then I will also give you some advice on basically which tactical group or which group to level up in order to get a specific talent that is useful for your specific tank. So just keep watching my videos, and I will inform you about this.
Or more often even better than its old analog in terms of characteristics. Now upon conversion, you immediately get a new crew with all the features of the old set of skills and perks. You can join a battle and be sure that you won't lose your combat effectiveness.
Okay, so this means that with the previous experience of your crew, you will now have basically the same experience. Your crew will be as experienced, but furthermore, depending on which perks or skills you select, you will be able to level up some talents on those ones here on the right hand side to even increase the level of your crew.
If the old set doesn't suit you for the new crew, you can reset skills for the first time for free. Redistribute the points and create a crew for your own playstyle.
Yeah, okay, cool. So basically they will transfer your skills and perks that you have leveled up into the new system, but you can reset it for free, and then you can select the skills and perks that you need for your tank. And once again, keep watching my videos. I will make a guide on which perks and crews and also talents are most useful for a respective tank class or tank type, so just keep watching.
There are enough combinations of skills. Also, you paid attention to the lack of commander's bonus in the new crew. We solved this problem. Now any crew will have 3 skills by default. Sixth Sense, the light bulb familiar to everyone. Triangulation, the renamed sound detection perk. And Mentor, that very commander's bonus.
Okay, that is super nice. Let's go back real quick. That is super nice. Every crew will come basically with 3 zero skills. Sixth Sense, Triangulation, this is to counter artillery. So basically if an artillery is shooting towards you, then you will see this on the screen. And then Mentor just for increasing the speed of the leveling up process of the other crew members. So this is super nice, a very nice improvement.
Mentor, that very commander's bonus. The maximum number of skill points of main crew progression has been increased from 75 to 80. This way, you'll have the opportunity to train 8 skills to the full extent. Fun fact, the amount of experience required to reach the maximum level remains the same.
That is actually nice. That is nice, because otherwise it would once again be a disadvantage for weaker players or for players that have don't possess very experienced crews yet.
It equals the amount of XP to fully train 5 skills or perks in the old crew system. When training your crew over level 80, you can't use crew books anymore.
That is super helpful. That is super helpful because once again, obviously you will be, I mean, it makes sense that players will be able to further improve their crews once they have reached level 80. However, the gap between those players and the new players must not be too great. So it's very nice to see that this further improvement or increase of crew skills is only possible with playing the game and not with using crew books. That is super nice, yeah, super nice.
It's done to make the crew training fair for both the players who have the opportunity of using crew books and those who will train the tankers on their own. It's still possible to use crew books in main progression.
Yep, nice.
The sum of bonuses to vehicle handling at the professional expertise stage is reduced to 15%.
That is actually super,
this is done to balance the boost to the...
Yeah, that is super important, and that is exactly what I meant. So with the previous iteration of the Crew 2.0 system, the difference between a very experienced player and a player with an, let's say, unexperienced crew was too huge. So they reduced it from 21% down to 15%, which is super nice. So the gap is basically closed a little bit. We will see if the gap is still too huge, but at least it is going to the right direction. So looks like Wargaming actually listened to the feedback of the community, which is very nice to see.
Crew effectiveness during training. We also heard your feedback and reworked instructors. When adding the instructor to the crew, you can select their certification, nation if it's not predetermined, and bonus skills of the selected training course until...
Okay, one word of caution, because I messed that one up on the first iteration of the sandbox server. If you select an instructor, most likely you will not be able to change this one. So make sure that you definitely know which or what kind of instructor you are selecting and for what kind of tank class or tank or nation, because you will not be able to change this after you have selected a commander. Sorry, not a commander, an instructor.
You click apply. Now you define the skills you want to improve yourself. The only limitation is that all instructor skills should correspond to the certification you choose. The bonus skills of instructors of the unique crews, such as Sabaton or the Offspring, are assigned automatically. They are given the skills with bonuses that are most required for their vehicles. Additionally, the principle of instructor skill points distribution has also changed. Instructors and directives now either add bonus points to a particular skill when the level of this skill is below 10, or increase the maximum level of its training if the level of this skill is 10 or more. The instructors' class names were changed. Instead of class 1, 2 and 3, they are now standard, valuable and unique instructors. The first take up 1 crew slot. They provide a small bonus to 1 skill and increase the amount of XP that crew receives by 10%. Valuable instructors take up 2 crew slots. They provide significant bonus to 2 skills and increase the amount of crew XP by 40%. Finally, unique instructors are the members of special group crews, such as Sabaton or the Offspring. They take up all 4 crew slots, provide great bonus to 3 skills, and increase the amount of crew XP by 100%.
Okay, so there's also one improvement. Let's see, let's go back a little bit. Where is it? Here you go. So the standard instructor will only increase 1 skill, but you will be able to select 4 instructors, for standard instructors. But if you are choosing a valuable instructor, you can increase 2 skills. However, you will only be able to select 2 valuable instructors. So that means basically 4 skills are improved, and that is basically the same as with your 4 standard instructors. So once again, the gap between a standard instructor and a, what is the third one once again, the unique instructor, is not as huge as it used to be before. Of special group crews, such as Sabaton or the Offspring. They take up all 4 crew slots, provide great bonus to 3 skills, and increase the amount of crew XP by 1. Yeah, so if you choose to use a unique instructor, then you will be able to to boost your crew skills at the highest level, so to say. But you will only be able to increase 3 skills, so that is super nice. And once again, it limits the difference between a perfect player with a unique crews and a player that only has, let's say, 1 instructor or so. 100%. With instructor bonuses and a directive, you can train skill points up to level 15. Okay, so level 15 will be the maximum level that you can basically push 1 skill with those directives, okay. What's even better is that now all bonus points provide the same skill boost. Finally, we revised the amount of XP that is lost when retraining the crew for free or for credits. Now less XP is lost, especially at the late training stages. Okay, that is also a nice improvement. I'm actually not sure about the amount of XP that is lost. However, it is nice to see that Wargaming is listening to the community and trying to improve the shortcuts of the first iteration. We continue testing Crew 2.0 together with you. This is a crucial new feature, and as always, we need your feedback. Join the sandbox, take part in testing, and share your comments. Very funny. More details about the second iteration of Crew 2.0 are available in the special news article linked in the description to this video. Go out on the battlefield tanks. Alright, okay, so I think that they basically listen to the community, which is nice to see. And in my opinion, Crew 2.0 is a nice improvement for the game. There are 2 main reasons. First of all, the diversity of the skills and perks will be increased. And then the second huge improvement is that you will be able to use 1 crew for multiple tanks, and I'm very much looking forward to this. Alright, so keep watching the next videos in which I will explain basically all the skills and perks, and I will also give you some recommendation for specific tank classes. So all in all, what do I think about Crew 2.0? In my opinion, I am looking forward to the changes, because I do think that the variety of the perks and skills is increased significantly, and I really do like this setup in which you can select different skills and perks. And I really do like the fact that those skills and perks are belong to different groups, so you will not be able to select all the important crew skills as you could do before in the recent system. So you have to choose which category you want to spend in order to unlock the talent. Now, having that said, this only applies for, let's say mediocre crews where you can spend let's say 30, 40, maybe 50 points, and not for the crews that have reached level 80. Once you have reached level 80, you can basically select multiple skills and perks in multiple categories and unlock multiple talents. And I do think that this is overpowered. I mean, this system is still, in my opinion, workable. However, the problem comes with the instructors, with bounty equipment, and with this, let's say, with this elite level. So if you have a crew that has reached level 80, if you manage to further boost it, as you can see, up to 15% of the vehicle handling, and if you use, in conjunction to this, if you use bounty equipment, then you can build incredibly, or let's say insanely strong crews. And in my opinion, this is overpowered. So as it is currently the case with Crew 2.0, you will be able, if you have a very talented and experienced crew, you will be able to build an insanely overpowered crew. And I think this is tremendously bad for the game. So I do like the changes. I do like the fact that you will be able to take one crew up to multiple tanks. This is awesome. However, I do think that Crew 2.0, in conjunction with this elite status, as I would call it, in conjunction with bounty equipment, and in conjunction with instructors, lets you build overpowered crews, and this will, in my opinion, this will break the game. If you can build an EBR with almost 70% camo, and QuickieBay did a video about this that you can check out. If you can build a crew with approximately 70% camo, then this breaks the game. If you can build an Super Conqueror crew which has an insanely high damage per minute, almost 5000 DPM per minute, this, in my opinion, breaks the game. And so those are examples of insanely overpowered builds that you can reach with Crew 2.0. And in my opinion, as much as I like the variety that Crew 2.0 offers us to the game, I do think that those overpowered crews will destroy the game. Now, if you are, let's say, a player that has a regular crew, let's say a previously 4 skill or 4 perk crew, and you trade it into the Crew 2.0 system, there is nothing wrong. You will have, let's say, 1 instructor or so, everything is fine. But if you have a 7 perk crew, if you have reached level 80 and beyond, then you will be able to get an overpowered crew. And once again, I think this is it is possible that this will break the game. So previously, if you had a 4 perk crew, you were pretty much competitive even to players that had let's say a 7 perk crew. And with Crew 2.0, with the instructors, with bounty equipment, and with the prestige or elite levels that I just talked about, you will be overpowered and more competitive compared to players that only have a 4 per crew. And so this will mean in the end that seal clubbing, seal clubbing, if you don't know what it means, it's if you're playing in a very strong crew on a low tier, you meet against, or you play against players that are not as experienced, and so you are just so much better. And seal clubbing will not only be possible on low tiers, let's say tier 4, tier 5 and tier 6, but also on tier 8, tier 9 and tier 10. And this is basically what I'm afraid of. So in my opinion, I do like the changes. However, I'm afraid of those extreme builds. And I really hope that Wargaming is changing this before Crew 2.0 hits the live server. This is my opinion upon Crew 2.0. Alright guys, that was it for today with a little dive into Crew 2.0 on the Sandbox test server. What do you think about Crew 2.0? Do you like the changes? Do you think Wargaming is listening to the feedback of the community? Or do you think Crew 2.0 will just destroy the game? Let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I see you next time in another World of Tanks video.